So one of the things that we definitely examine in society's history as far as social stratification is slavery. And the reason for that was that while this definitely was a horrible thing that occurred in the United States, it also showed a little bit of how stratification works. So in most cases, slaves were African American and slave owners were Caucasians. Now, in this case, we are looking at social stratification from race's point of view, which again is not the greatest means by which to do it, in which they would say that African American, if we were to compare it to a different social stratification ranking, would be like the lower class, and Caucasians would be like the higher class. And so what we see here through the example of slavery, even just in America in the civil rights and Lincoln era, were this idea that Caucasians who had the upper hand exerted their authority and power over those who really couldn't do too much about it. And yet, in most cases, this lower class representation was always looking for ways to gain the power and authority over at least the situation that the upper class had put them in, so that they could control what better happened in their lives. And that's what we see in things like the civil rights movement and slave uprising.